Hi, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for all you do to support the channel and help us grow. I appreciate you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, telling me that you want more Leo content here on the channel. If you continue to be the most watched sign, your videos will come up on Thursdays and Sundays. All of your readings are timeless, so check your playlist for anything that may resonate for you. They just want me to keep saying that there might be messages for someone in previous readings that they need to hear. Also, if you were guided to watch this video might be for you. And check your sun, moon, and rising. I also do collective or twin flame readings every Wednesday. If you're interested in that, let's just get into your reading. I'm just gonna quickly channel here, and then I'm gonna get into what I just keep seeing. Okay. Okay, so what I was getting, the reason that I actually sat down to film today was I kept having the same vision and the same dream of, I'll describe it to you guys. So it was like a dark room, like it almost looked like a basement or a jail cell or a dungeon or something, and it was totally pitch black in it. And then there was a huge metal door, and on the door it had like 20 different locks, like every different type of lock on it. So there was like a lock and key, a chain, like all that up and down the entire door. And then behind the door, it was the door was leading into extreme light. Like the light was like standing out so much, and it was so bright. And what I had kept getting with this is that you unlock something. So you unlocked, what I'm getting with this was that some of you could have came from a very dark place. You could have had a dark upbringing. You could have had something in your life that was very dark that you carried with you. A wound, I just heard, that you carried with you most of your life. And whatever you did, whether it be you opened your heart or you took some kind of risk, or you're working on something, or you are meditating a certain way, or Reikiing, or energy healing a certain way, or cleansing a certain way, or you traveled somewhere or something like that, and they just said traveled to a place you were guided to travel to. So it could have been a place that from the time you were a child, you had this feeling you should go there, and you recently went there. Whatever it was that you did, whether you know this or not, you unlock something. All the locks are now unlocked on that door, and everything's opening up for you in a way, and you're leaving this time of darkness into this unknown of extreme light. And I feel like you don't even know how good things are about to get for you, how bright things can be, and kind of how much you've unlocked something is what I am feeling. So you could notice this, you could not notice this. You could feel like you have a different perspective on life. You're lighter, you let go of resentment, you think differently, you're not so pressured, you're not so rushed. This could have unlocked something in your finances as well, which makes your life easier. But yeah, that just kept coming up for me. So I just wanted to say, like, congratulations for that, because whether you know it or not, something's really about to change for you in the best way, because this lock, this dungeon, you're out of it. All the locks. And what I get with all these locks is that there was so many things happening over and over and over. It just seemed so hopeless. Like it wasn't just one lock to break out of. It was like 15 or 20, but you did it. You persevered, and there's going to be extreme blessings and gifts from this. And then I just kept hearing almost like a rhyme, choice between two, choice between old and new, over and over. Like, and it rhymed too, so it was kind of weird. So, But what they're giving me with this is like you'll know what to do, and the answer is always to go towards the light in whatever way this might be for you. So whether it be a choice between two jobs or two living situations or two friends or two love offers, go towards the light. Go towards which makes your life easier. Go towards which brings you joy and lightness into your life. You don't need any more heaviness. And also, it's not your responsibility to take on somebody else's darkness is another thing that I feel. This is something that could have been unlocked as well. They're just telling me is like, you could have been in a very dark place, not even because of you, but just your surroundings. Like you have a parent that's very dark, or a living situation that was dark, or a childhood that was dark, or like some sort of like abuse or darkness, or a partner that was like that, or a job place. And you could have not realized all along that you are the light, you are bright, you deserve that. You deserve that sunny, cheerful happiness, and you don't have to stay in other people's darkness. So that's another thing as well, is like detach and dissociate from anything dark. It's not your job to fix other people. It's not your job to heal others anymore. I feel like that cycle's over. Even if you're an earth angel, I feel like enough is enough is what I feel. Like I just feel again, like your ancestors, your angel guides, your spirit guides are angry and they don't want you to do this anymore. And then when I had recently been in the ocean, and when I was in the ocean, the waves were quite strong, and then there was currents going in totally different ways. And someone that I was with, I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was something about if you get pulled into the current, don't fight against it, go sideways and follow the current, and it'll eventually release you and you'll be free of it. So this really was a profound download when I was doing this. So I just thought, like, you know, nature, people always wonder, like, how can the world be so cruel, or how can there be so much darkness in the world, or how can, like, what I got was this is like, we've been trained our whole life through society that we have this false sense of control. We can control things in our life. We can control our destiny in some way or something else. And what I was getting with this is like nature, God, the universe actually has power over all, and we're just at the mercy of it. Even in the ocean, even with the weather, even with animals or life, really we're at the mercy of so many things. So this false need to control, this false need to fight against is not getting you anywhere. Just flow with the current. Flow with what God's giving you, especially now. Like you're going towards a lighter period in your life. Stop trying to resist it, and stop trying to resist the blessings that are coming for you as well. Because for some of you, you came from such a dark place that you don't think you deserve it. You don't think you deserve the love of your life. You don't think you deserve that lottery win or the promotion or whatever it is, that business taking off and you never having to work a 9-to-5 again. Guess what you do? Stop fighting against it. You have to go with it for it to work, is what I just was feeling with this. And again, this was just like profound in the moment. Like I just stopped swimming and I just stood there in the waves, and I just kind of went with the tide and wasn't resistant to it. And eventually it released me. And it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy that we can't control water. We can't control weather. We can't control so many things, but yet we have so much need to control in our own lives. Like it doesn't even make sense. And if you think of nature, right, there's no rhyme or reason. Animals die when they're a child. Animals die when they're 50 years old. Like it's just nature. It's savage sometimes, but it just is. And that's kind of like what I'm getting for you, is like, stop fighting against it. And then we have break the chain here. So ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And this is really standing out to me, to be honest, because like I said, on that door that I was seeing, there was chain locks as well, and they were all open. They were all broken. So this could be an ancestral pattern. It could be something held down from many generations before you. Like I said, it could be a toxic family or just a darkness in your family lineage that you may know about, you may not know about. Certain people in your life might be really mean, really narcissistic, deal with addictions, and you just didn't want to go down that path. You just know that there's a lightness in you that you don't need to go down that path. You don't need to be a part of it. And so you broke that chain in whatever you were doing. And I've been feeling this a lot lately. And the moon and stuff in here is standing out. So it could be something with the universe, could be something to do with the full moons, could be something to do with astrology. Like you guys know, I don't follow that stuff. I don't know much about it. That's not how my guides go, but it's just standing out to me. And yeah, you're walking away. And look at this card as well. I just noticed she's leaving a dark cave and going into the light. And look, there's all these shadows of who she used to be. And now there's this beautiful person in color, in pink, when everything else was in dark and black. And that's what I feel like you are. Like you're changing something in your family. You're changing something in the world. And you've really done it. Like you've really done it in whatever way that you've broke this chain. And you may know this and you may not. Comment down below if it's resonating for you. And then we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Wow. So that's like the Tower for me. And then it says, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Exactly what I was saying with the water. The need to control needs to go. And you need to just flow more. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And then Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And this is so creepy. This is exactly what I was saying in the beginning. You could have broken something by going to a place that you were guided to. Like, for example, Hawaii, Thailand, Arizona, wherever you feel like wherever you feel like you don't know where, you don't know why, but your entire life you felt like you needed to go there and you don't know anyone there. You don't know why. It could be very far from where you live now. You could have taken a very long journey to get there, but you going there crumbled something. It crumbled some kind of ancestral pain or hurt. You released something when you were there. You freed yourself in some way. And for some of you, I really feel like it's travel, but it could be anything. It could be you've unlocked your third eye. It could be you've unlocked some kind of form of meditation where you just transcend some obstacles on earth and get to like a more deeper meditation. Then we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, let your friends help you, new love, trust, let go of control issues. Again, children, your love life is being affected by children. It could actually be for some of you, but I feel like it's the crumbling of this ancestral pain, of this childhood pain, of this chain in your family where your grandparent was abusive, then your parent was abusive, and you were just meant to be the next abusive one, or be the next alcoholic in your family, or be the next suffering. There was some kind of chain of suffering here, and you just blew it up. You literally blew it up. And also what I feel like with this card that's really standing out to me is some sort of childhood wound for you made you keep connecting with partners that were similar, those traits to this parent, to this abuser, whatever it was. And you realize that when you went or did whatever you did to unlock something, and that's now crumbled. Like, you're not going to attract those kind of partners anymore. You're not going to be in that same chain of love that you were in, like you've broken something. And any more messages for Leo? Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo? What does Leo need to know at this time? Spirit, thank you for your messages. And I just want to say the cards are flying out. The energy is really strong today. So under the deck, we have snake, not what it looks like. So snake, not what it looks like. Grave, no second chances. Heartbreak, shattered. Single, not in a relationship. Fears, afraid. Text, unsent messages. Sex, good time. Twin flame, divine connection. Mass, not showing true self. So this is standing out for me. This is standing out for me immediately here in a way different way. For some of you, like I said, with this childhood wound, with this ancestral curse, with this darkness that you've been in your life, it made you codependent in some ways. You could have been afraid of the dark. You could have been afraid of nighttime, being alone. You could have just been uncomfortable alone or just fearful in general. That's kind of like the frequency that you carried around in life, was a frequency of fear or a frequency of having to protect yourself. And that's normal with all that you've been through. But for whatever reason, this is just standing out clear as day. We have your twin flame that broke your heart, that was a snake and betrayed you in some way, and something ended and they were wearing a mask. You had a real passionate sexual connection, emotional connection with this person. This person's going to message you, and you also have new love here. But this breakup, though, was divinely orchestrated to crumble something for you, to change you profoundly, and to make you be single in a way that, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like the universe, God, your guides, everybody orchestrated this to fail, to force you into this singleness, and then you to do something when you're single, whether you traveled to unlock this, whether you created a business to unlock this, whether you change your job, or whether you, like I said, got into a deeper meditation or whatever you did. You could only do this when you were single and you were really afraid to do it. Some of you could be, and look, the lock with the key here again. Wow, I can't make this up. The key with the lock here, I just got chills. But yeah, there was something to do with pushing you outside of your comfort zone in such an extreme way. Like I'm feeling like you almost had a panic attack or extreme anxiety to travel alone, to be alone, something like that. But this is all crumbled down. You did it. Some of you, it's let your friends help you. So it's like a friend could have invited you to this trip across the world and you went there with them. Others of you, it's just like you've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've let go of toxic snake-like people in your life. And you've kept the good friends and good family and good people around you. And they've helped you in some way. Like everything's as it should be, I really feel. Any more messages for Leo at this time? What does Leo need to know? Yeah. So this is what we were saying here. Choice between two, choice between old and new. And look, we have two divine masculines here that are wanting to connect with you, coming towards you, putting a lot of effort in and a lot of care into trying to reconnect with you at this time. So it's good. One of them is your twin flame coming back for sure. But the problem with this twin flame is this twin flame triggers you in some way. Like when they were unhealed, they could have fit in perfectly, like I said, to this cycle of attracting toxic partners. There could have been like alcoholism here, and that was like the generational curse in your family as well. So something about this twin flame really triggers you. So I honestly feel like for the majority, we'll pull the cards here too, but for the majority of you, I feel like you're going to go towards new, but basically you're just going to go towards what's right for you. Like you're not putting yourself in harm's way anymore. Those days are over. So you might, Yeah, so many cards here. So definitely this person from the past is upset, depressed, mourning the loss of this connection. They could have been very unbalanced, like I said, mentally, addiction wise, maturity wise, whatever it may be back in the time that you dealt with them. They have done a lot of work on themselves though. And what I'm getting with this card is totally different. Like they want to give you the world now. They didn't give to you properly in the past, so now they want to give you the world. So I don't know if they're coming in with like their finances being better, or they have a great job, or they have a place, or they want to take you on a trip. I'm not sure what this is, but it just shows that they've done a lot of work and they've made a decision to come towards you for a new beginning. They hope that you have patience and can forgive them. And you are now in your Empress energy. Like I said, you're not settling for less. You're not following the same cycle. You're not picking a partner that's toxic for you. You're going towards the light. You're going towards what's good for you, what's healthy for you. You didn't do all this work to just go backpedal into what you used to be doing. So it really depends like how this person shows up, I feel, and also the timing, because for some of you, you have a new person rushing in as well. This card again with the singleness, right? And that was a confirmation. My kettle just clicks when it's not even plugged in. It's so weird. So this is another confirmation. When you're single and good on your own, you unlock something and it makes you very attractive. You're very healed. You've done a lot of work and you've done it all on your own. But just because you've done it all on your own, you have this inner knowing that you're not meant to be alone. You're meant to have the partner. You're meant to have the love of your life that you're wanting. And there's fast forward movement with this. And like I said, we have there's even 3 people here. So you could have 3 different offers in love. One of them is definitely your twin flame. Someone is someone new that you don't have any baggage with. And then there could even be like another person at work. Like I just feel like I said, like everyone's coming at you at once. And it's because of all the work you've done on yourself. And no matter how hard it was, and the darkness and all the keys that you've unlocked, all the chains that have been released for you, you have now started a new cycle. That cycle is broken. Everything's done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to feel like you're going back because you know confidently that you're not ever going back to that. And it's made you extremely strong and extremely awakened and fulfilled in your life on your own. Like you don't even need anyone. It's just a bonus to your life. And that's a very strong energy to be in when you're attracting love. And that's when what you were meant to be in to attract the love of your life. And like I said, this twin flame has memories and nostalgia about you. They can't let you go. They can't forget about this. But the problem is, will they trigger you? Can you trust them? Will you even want to try? These are the problems this person faces, right? But they have done work on themselves. I will give them that. They used to be party. They used to be influenced a lot by others, what people thought of them, what their social status was, how they appeared to the outside world. This person was very obsessed with their image, how they came off to others, and they don't care who they hurt in the process. It was a very insecure person. Fate, detours, divine intervention, detached, cold. You become detached and cold from this person. They want to renew a spark with you though, and they want to give you a solid foundation to come into union. And this would be a wish come true for you. And they already went through the dark night of the soul, the dark night of the moon before they came to you. And I just said came over. So I don't know if they're coming over to your place. I don't know if you're traveling or it's a long distance. They're coming towards you. And control tactics didn't work. Whatever they tried to do in the past, whether they tried to make you jealous. This is another thing I'm getting with these cards, is like they could have been one of those types that like post all these pictures with other women or something to make you feel jealous, to try and spark something in you, like jealousy or something, to renew the relationship, but they were so toxic and so immature that you didn't react to that. You could have just blocked this person even more and just become cold to them. But yeah, basically what I'm getting with all this is just like I said in the beginning, you've unlocked something. You're not going back. You're going towards what suits you. You definitely have love coming for you. Whether you want it or not, that's up to you. And whether you want new or old, it's up to you. But I feel like you're just not going to and with this card, they just told me you can see clearly now. So your eyes are open. You're not going to make a bad decision in love again. You're looking for all the things that you're actually looking for, and you're not settling for less. And that could have been that generational curse, as well as everybody could in your family could have just found a partner, settled for them. And that's how this curse started. Like, they picked a toxic, abusive, narcissistic person with mental health issues that was an alcoholic as a partner because they just settled or whatever, needed the money, they needed to be a 2-income household. And then it started this entire generational curse because that person just passed on the abuse to everyone else. But what they just want me to say as well is you are not your environment, and you're not your childhood. Whatever happened to you is no reflection of you. It's a reflection of other people. You were a child. You're not responsible for other people. You're not responsible to fix others. And when you fix yourself and move on past this generational curse, if you can't take other people with you, if they want to stay in that, then let them be. Like, you can't fix the world. It's all about you now. You've awakened, you've released. It's about you and your happiness. So just do whatever suits you best. So this is your reading, Leo. Let me know if it resonates underneath. I'm sorry I still have a cough. It's been ongoing for weeks. See you in your next one. Sending love and light. Love you.